for making my camera straight in front of you guys. I'm very sorry. So, okay, yours one journalist, Clef Chakudzo Mzanina Mweka Kambasha. Good morning to you all. Good morning to everyone who is watching. Good morning, Zimbabwe. So today we are delving into the story, the book I've been writing for the past couple of days. So this is our book, The Street Kids Official. The book I have gave a title, Voices on the Streets, uncovering the lives of Zimbabwe's unsheltered youth. So mainly our book is just talking about the street kids, the youth who are unsheltered, who are living in the streets of Zimbabwe, who are living in Zimbabwe and in some places like Mutare, Bulawayo, Harare. That's where I did much of my researches. So not taking much of your time, let me read some of the key points of what the book is mainly talking about, what the article is mainly touching, and what we are mostly talking of. So just as an eye opener, uh, beyond the pavement of Harare, the unheard struggles of Zimbabwe's unsheltered youth, uh, written by Clef Chakuzwa Muzanenamo Wekwa Kambasha. I will just read something just to give you a brief, and then the book is, you can get it online, you can get it from my office. It is going to be for free. We are going to give the book away for free. It's not for sale, no price for the book. So the streets of Zimbabwe cities tell a story that many would rather ignore. In Harare, in Harare's highly density suburbs, in Bulawayo dam sites, and along the highways of Mashola Land West, thousands of children and young people have made the pavement their home. They are unsheltered youth, forgotten by the systems meant to protect them, yet fighting daily for survival in an economy that offers them no place. So recent research and reporting paint a troubling shooting picture of what life looks like for these young Zimbabweans. So we're going to be looking and revealing crises that span education, family breakdown, substance abuse, and institutional failure. So from my subtopics and what I've written, and from this article I've been working on, we have a subtopic, the pathways to the street. So the pathways to the street, children do not choose the street lightly. Research conducted in Mutare Urban identified several critical factors that push children onto the streets, and with social disintegration at the forefront, when families collapse under economical pressure, when parents migrate for work and never return, or when step parents reject children from previous relationships, the streets becomes their only option. So what is the pathways to the street are we talking about? So the pathways to the street is just a subtitle I've given, like what really drives those children to the street, what is making them unsheltered. So in some cases, there will be a case whereby uh, parents divorce, and the parents is divorced. So when one parent leaves and marries another marries another wife or another husband, so in that system, the one who came or the one who joins the family might not be in support of the children. So in some instances and in some cases and most cases, abuses might be the most triggering, might be the most triggering, um, might be the most triggering subsidiaries that makes these children run away from their families. As I've written and as I've stated, once on the street, the journey back home becomes extraordinary, difficult, and they cannot return to the homes in which they are abandoned. So economic constraints tell only part of the story. Researchers studying street children in Harare have documented how poverty combines with family dysfunction to create conditions where children see living home as their only escape. A child might leave home after years of abuse, or because there simply isn't enough food to go around, or because a parent's new partner doesn't want them there. And once on the street, the journey back home becomes extraordinary and difficult, as I have said earlier. And Kudenga, Heralari, and Ndwandwe, in their 2025 study on family reunification in Harare, explored strategies for bringing street children back to their families. Their work highlights that reintegration isn't simply about returning a children to a physical address. It requires addressing very conditions that drove them away in the first place. So, in most cases, as I've been saying, it's not easy for someone to come up with an idea of living home. No. Someone making a point that I should leave home, I should run away from my family, I should go live in the street. But there is something deep which drives through that spirit of living home. So this is what we are mainly talking of in this article. If let me stop from here, because if I read it all for you, then you won't have the point to look for the book. But as I have said, the article is for free. It is written by me, yours one journalist, Clive Chakudzo Mzanenamo. I am open for corrections. I am open for more points. I am open for more points. You can visit my website, my email, send me a direct message. My email is on my channel, Clive Chakudzo Mzanenamo, Clive Muza TV3 at gmail.com. Clive Muza TV3 at gmail.com. Thank you so much, viewers, for engaging on my platform. Thank you so much for being part of this. Thank you so much for being part of this book brief. Please look for this article. It's for free. Come my inbox, visit my pages. It's very, very free. You can hit my inbox. My phone number is there on my pages, Matflix Studios. If you just look for Matflix Studios on Facebook, on X, and also, and also CMTV News, Clive Muza TV, you can get this book for free. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for being part of my journey. Thank you so much for being part of my journalism journey. Thank you so much for being part of my media. Thank you so much for loving me and subscribing to my channel. May God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you so much.